It was a murder that shocked the state. On February 13, 2017, Abigail Williams and Liberty German were murdered in broad daylight while hiking on a trail in Delphi. Investigative team Cain and Kevin Greenlee worked very closely with this case and have been praised for their respectful coverage as it was happening on their podcast, The Murder Sheet. The couple recently released a new book titled Shadow of the Bridge, The Delphi Murders and the Dark Side of the American Heartland. I met up with them at Barnes & Noble in Lafayette to discuss their new book during the book signing. A line formed inside of the Barnes & Noble in Lafayette as fans wanted to get their copy of Shadow of the Bridge, The Delphi Murders and the Dark Side of the American Heartland signed. Authors and couple Cain and Kevin Greenlee attended every pre-trial and trial for the case of the Delphi murders and kept people up to date on their podcast. They have now published their book, and Greenlee explained to me how it was different from the podcast.
When you cover it on a podcast, that's a great place to hear what's happening now, what's the latest bit of news. But a book gives you a chance to kind of zoom out a little bit and give more context and get more perspectives included.
Using a book allows one concise story to flow. But Cain says new information will be in this book that was not in the podcast.
So this book is going to tell you everything you need to know about the Delphi murders, and it's actually going to tell you the behind-the-scenes details and stories of the people who actually worked on it, and it's just going to immerse you in the case. And I think there's a lot of stuff in here that people do not know about.
Many people find the subject to be morbid, but Cain had a different perspective as to why her and her husband wrote this book.
These girls were just doing something innocuous, having fun, doing something every kid should be able to do, enjoy the great outdoors, and this never should have happened. So I think unraveling that mystery became important to us.
The case of the Delphi murders was very controversial when it came to the arrest of Richard Allen, but Cain said that Shadow of the Bridge dives deeper into the jury's thought process.
And I think people will read the book and leave with a greater understanding of why the jury made the decision it did and have more information about sort of how this all worked.
Creating true crime content can come with a moral gray area, but Cain said this about doing it responsibly.
True crime, I think, gets a bad rap for understandable reasons. It can really be very sensationalized and very kind of gory and just needlessly gross. And what we try to do is bring some kind of journalistic ethics to it and legal ethics to it, where we're just trying to be responsible. You just have to be sensitive and try to be empathetic that there are real people at the heart of these stories, whether they're on the defendant's side or the victim side.
Cain and Greenlee have an incredible connection to this story, and they are happy to do it justice in writing. In Lafayette, I'm Sierra Carpenter.